My sister-in-law smashed my son's PS5 because he wouldn't share it with her son. My brother defended her, and my parents took his side. When they realized what I'd done, they called me in panic. I bought my son Ethan the PS5 after working 6 weekends straight without a day off. Not because we were rich. We weren't. But Ethan had been through a rough couple of years after the divorce, and he never complained about anything. He never asked for expensive shoes, never begged for trips, never acted spoiled. He stayed quiet, helped around the house, and kept his grades up. So for his 13th birthday, I got him the PS5. He loved that thing. Took care of it better than most adults take care of their cars. He saved allowance money for games, organized the cables, cleaned the controllers, everything. A few months later, my brother Ryan came over with his wife Melissa and their son Dylan. At first the day was normal. Burgers on the grill, basketball on TV, kids upstairs playing games. Then I heard yelling. Not angry yelling, panicked yelling. I went upstairs and saw Dylan trying to yank the controller out of Ethan's hands while the console tilted dangerously off the shelf. Ethan caught it before it hit the floor. He won't let me play, Dylan yelled immediately. Ethan looked frustrated. He keeps deleting my saves. Melissa walked into the room behind me and rolled her eyes. Oh my god, it's a game. I told Ethan to let Dylan play one racing game and then switch turns. Ethan agreed even though he clearly didn't want to. I figured that solved it. 10 minutes later I heard something crash hard upstairs. I ran up immediately. The PS5 was shattered on the floor. One controller split open. The side panel snapped off. Ethan just stood there staring at it like he couldn't process what happened. Melissa was standing beside Dylan, furious. What happened? I asked. Nobody answered for a second. Then Ethan said quietly, she threw it. Melissa snapped toward him instantly. Don't lie. But Dylan immediately blurted out. Mom got mad because he said no. The room went dead silent. I looked directly at Melissa. She didn't even deny it. He was acting selfish, she said. Maybe now he'll learn how to share. I honestly thought she was joking at first. Then Ryan stepped in. Come on, man, he said. It was an accident. No, Ethan said softly. It wasn't. Melissa pointed at him. Watch your attitude. That was enough for me. I told them to leave. Melissa immediately started acting offended, saying I was overreacting and being aggressive. Ryan kept saying it was just a game system, and that family mattered more than material things. Meanwhile, my son was kneeling on the carpet picking broken plastic pieces off the floor. Then my parents showed up. Ryan had texted them before things got worse. My mother walked in already irritated. What is going on now? Ryan immediately gave his version of events. According to him, Ethan refused to share. Tensions got high. The console fell, and I exploded at everybody. My father looked embarrassed. You're really throwing family out over a video game? I asked Melissa directly if she planned to replace the PS5. She folded her arms. Absolutely not. My mother sighed dramatically. You can afford another one. That sentence stayed in my head all night. Nobody asked Ethan if he was okay. Nobody cared that a grown woman smashed a kid's birthday gift because he wouldn't hand it over. A week later, my parents called asking for money again. That wasn't unusual. I'd helped them for years. Covered medical bills once. Paid late property taxes another time. I even loaned Ryan $8,000 after he lost his job. Ryan never paid me back. Still, somehow, I was always expected to help because I was the responsible one. This time I said no. My mother immediately got cold. After everything we've done for you, that conversation pushed me to finally look deeper into something that had been bothering me for months. Earlier that year, my parents asked me to co-sign a refinance loan on their house because Ryan's credit was terrible. I agreed because they promised everything would eventually be split equally between us. But after the PS5 incident, I reviewed the paperwork carefully. That's when I found out Ryan had quietly been added to the property transfer documents. The house was going entirely to him, not split between us. Just Ryan, the same guy who couldn't keep up with his own bills. I didn't confront anybody. I just called my lawyer Monday morning and withdrew as co-signer before the refinance finalized. Everything collapsed after that. Without my income attached, the bank froze the refinance process. Their missed payments and debts suddenly became a major issue. That's when the panic started. My phone rang nonstop for 2 days. My mother crying, my father furious, Ryan demanding answers. I ignored all of them until my dad showed up at my house. He looked exhausted. We could lose the house, he said quietly. I opened the door wider so he could see Ethan sitting in the living room playing on a brand new PS5. I replaced it the day after Melissa smashed the first one. Dad stared at Ethan for a long moment. Then he looked at me. You're really doing this over a game console? I looked him straight in the eye. No, I'm doing it because all of you showed my son exactly where he stands in this family. He didn't say another word. 3 months later, the house went up for sale. Nobody in my family calls me anymore.